Hey everybody, another episode of Random Bullshit. Another episode. And today I'm gonna talk about the Trump boxes. His food boxes. We got the government on the brink. People are fucking panicking and not knowing what the fuck is going on. Feeling like that the government shouldn't take away any of their stuff. And what people don't fail to realize is the government really don't have as much money as people think they do. And what little money the government does have, they want to make sure it stays in the control of the top 1%. And that's why you see them about to cut these food stamps and SNAP benefits, and now a lot of people are losing their fucking hats. Now, it is very important that people start, learning how to cope without the government stepping in. The middle class has been decimated. And we all know, anybody that live in this country know, the bulk of the money that goes to these social programs come from the middle class. We live in a country now to where the middle class has been squeezed almost completely dry. And this government shutdown has provided cover for the Republicans and the Democrats to go in there and just wipe this stuff away without having to pass any real legislation. A viewer had sent me an email the other day with this clip in it, and it was the White House budget director, and he was talking about this stuff. I'm going to play that clip real quick.
We thought it was a tremendous idea. So what we do is propose that for folks who are on food stamps, not all, part of their benefits.
Let me know if y'all can hear it.
The actual sort of, and I don't want to steal somebody's copyright, but a blue apron type program where you actually receive the food instead of receive the cash. It lowers the cost to us because we can buy prices at wholesale whereas they have to buy it at retail. It also makes sure that they're getting nutritious food. So we're pretty excited about that. That's a tremendous cost savings.
Donald Trump's latest genius idea.
Okay, so there you go, folks. That was from Donald Trump's budget director, and they talking about they're gonna cut a lot of these programs in half and send them food in the box, which makes no fucking sense, because when you use your food stamps and your SNAP benefits at farmers markets and stuff like that, that money go directly. Pretty much the majority of all that money go directly to the people that grow and harvest these products. And a lot of people have been so dependent and evolved their whole life around getting these benefits. And people have to realize that, the government doesn't work on behalf of the average everyday citizen. And a lot of these people sat around and did nothing, put their head in the sand, and now we in a situation that nobody wanted to be in. Like, I don't want to see people, struggling to eat, because I know it's plenty of food and resources in this country, but all of us have sat around and allowed these corporations to take over our government, and this is the result. We live in a capitalist system where it's the rules and everything is set up for the 1% to take all the money. We don't really live in a true capitalist system. Now, myself, I feel like people shouldn't be working at places like McDonald's and all this other stuff when we have technology to make every home in this country self-sustainable. And it's like we have forgot as a society how to live like you know, they did back in the 1800s. I'm not saying we know we need to be riding around in horse and buggy and all that bullshit, but we have technology to where we can have safe food to eat, where people don't have to work 70, 80 hours and still can't make it. Look at our economy. It's a service-based economy. We don't make shit. All we have is a service economy. Service economies don't generate a lot of wealth. Only for the people that own the service companies, not the people that's doing the service jobs. And a lot of people have planned their whole life around receiving food stamps and all this other stuff, and now that they want to take this stuff away, they don't know what to do. Me personally, I've been gardening for about 6 years now. I grow the food that I like to eat, and it works out for me. It started off as a little hobby. I don't make any money off of doing it, but you know, I overproduce a lot of stuff and I just give it away. It's just something I like to do. It is a hobby. But folks, we got to realize that motherfuckers out here, the government don't give a shit. When the government is about, we're like about, our government is about so close to collapsing. It's ridiculous. What's up, Sharon Watson? What's going on? What's going on? Brother, one day I just woke up and built me a garden and started just planting shit and keeping track of how it was going, just keeping track on the progress I made, what mistakes I made, so I wouldn't repeat it the next year. Maybe I'll put a video together, you know, showing like, because I got all this stuff documented, showing like the stuff I've produced over the years. So, folks, we got to get back to working together as a community, because that's the only way we're going to survive. You know, one person might grow okra, one person might grow cabbage, y'all can trade, you know, all kind of stuff. You know, black people used to do this stuff all the time. And it's like we've gotten away from that stuff, you know, basic survival skills. We have completely got away from this stuff. And now, you know, this is the result. They've been wanting to take away these social programs for decades. And this is the perfect opportunity. The government shut down so the Democrats can hide behind that, because they're in on this stuff too. Don't think they're not, because they are. Folks, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. And all I can say is, you know, try to hoard as much food as you can. Protect yourself, because a lot of people out here is really gonna not know what to do when February comes. The government still shut down, and there's none of this stuff coming in. Because they're going to start, when they start eliminating this stuff, they're going to start at the bottom first. The people on the bottom are going to always be the ones that feel any kind of economic hardship. They're going to feel it the first. They're going to be the first ones to feel it, and they're going to feel it the hardest. And then it's going to work its way up. What's going on, Pamela? How you doing? And so I just want everybody to understand that, you know, it's only a matter of time that they're going to eliminate all this stuff, because they don't want you to have it. Now, they're going to give people their Social Security because them people work for that stuff. But don't think that they don't want that money too. They do. They just waiting on the perfect opportunity to go in there and take it. But they'll start with the food stamp program first. And for them sending box foods and all this other stuff, I seen around February 20th or some shit, they supposed to start mailing this stuff out. It's crazy. I never thought in my day I would be seeing anything like this. But then when I look at the political landscape, I see that the fruit is ripe for picking. You know, people try to blame all this stuff on Trump. And to be honest, Trump just a symptom of the problem. When you look at the options people have to choose from in these political parties, or, you know, it's a joke. It's a complete joke. Because when they start cutting these benefits, it's going to hurt more than just black people. It's going to hurt white people way worse than it's going to hurt black people, because it's more of them poor than it is us, but they don't talk about the stuff. Rural America, that's where the majority of poor white people are, in rural America, compared to a lot of the poor minorities are in more urban areas. But the hunger pains are still the same. Not having enough resources to get your to meet your basic needs, that pain is all the same, no matter if you live in an urban area or in rural America. But they don't give a fuck about these people. And these same people that's in rural America, they voted for Trump. They voted for these Republicans that's in the House of Representatives and in the Senate, because for some reason they had been convinced that black people was getting these benefits and it was hurting them. But they actually receive more benefits than any other group, and they're going to feel the pain too. They're just going to suffer in silence, like a lot of them do. They don't speak out on this stuff. They don't say anything, and they don't know if they should be against this group of people or not, because they feel in the same economic hardship, and they white, and they probably just not understanding why or how they're feeling this pain when they're white, and they're supposed to not feel the same pain that black people feel, but they are. It's mind-boggling to them. But when they can't eat, or they rationing food to a level that they never thought they'd be having to ration this stuff out, it'll kick in like, damn, they've been conning both of us. So it's just, this is not a black or white thing. This is a American citizen thing. We have to come together and work together to solve the situations that we face in this country. If not, you can sit at home, you can wait on the food box to come, and you can go at it that way, or you can get with your neighbors. Figure out how y'all gonna make it through this situation, because I'm pretty sure everybody knows somebody that's directly affected by this government shutdown and the elimination of a lot of these social programs like food stamps and SNAP. This has been another episode of Random Bullshit. I'm your boy Dimebag Dog. Peace.